All right, everybody, we're going to be doing a sale review, and then I'm going to be doing a chest opening. If you don't care about the sale review, you can skip to the chest opening. Timestamps in the description as always. Then we're going to go over some of the new leaks and updates. But as for the sale, the Batwoman the Drown thing is the best thing in the entire game. It's the best chest in the entire game. It will give you an 8% drop rate, 160 shards of Batwoman the Drown, who is the character that's going to help you progress the most in the game. The Batman Who Laughs and Robin King chest are on discount. And they're your standard 50, 75, 100, or 200 shards chest. I don't really like the shard chest. Robin King is important to have because he is kind of a key component to making Batwoman the Drown work. Batman Who Laughs is kind of whatever, but he can do some percentage health damage. The Halloween specials, the Manta, Deathstroke, and Raven Black Adam chest, they have the odds of the character chest, but they're together, so they're conjoint odds, I think. So whereas you would have 8% for any shards of a character usually, you're up to 16%. And then we have the Halloween Party chest, which gives you 200 shards of 5 potential legendary characters. And it's going to be the one we're going to open. So I'm going to be opening 100 of these, and you can gauge for yourself whether or not you want to buy these and test your luck. I don't really know how I feel about the Raven and Black Adam Manta Deathstroke chest, because I don't really like shard chests, but the odds seem to be better than usual, but at the same time, I don't know if I can prove that. I've heard other people say the odds aren't too great. And as for the paid bundles, I would just stay away from everything, generally speaking. The gear bundle is the worst thing in the entire game. That's $40 for level 30 gears. You're better off buying the $10 version for Constantine and Zatanna if you so wish. I also would rather just unlock the characters instead of buying them. As for the Arsenal packs, there's the Dark Knight Arsenal pack and the Taste of Evil Arsenal pack. It gives you a chance at the legendary character, but it's not a great chance. It's 15%, and neither of these two are must-haves. In terms of the artifact bundles, to roll for one artifact in a solo raid, it's $10. Here you're getting two artifacts for $15, but none of the Taste of Evil or Dark Knight solo raid artifacts are particularly incredible. They can be fun, but I wouldn't recommend gambling for any artifact that isn't Gemstone or Beta Club. And we have another mega bundle for the Dark Metal characters. Here's the thing. Zatanna, Constantine, Batman Who Laughs, and Robin King all have solo raids. You're better off just trying to get them from there, or opening a character-specific chest than paying $80 for, a character. It's ridiculous. Now, as for this chest, I'm going to open 10 of them. We're going to have 100 chests total, and then we can compare odds. So I'm spending 32,500 gems. I said I wasn't going to spend on anything, but then I went, you know what? It's going to make for good content, and it will give you guys something to kind of look at and gauge for yourself. So 6.5% chance of any legendary character with 1.8 for Manta and Deathstroke, who are both really good to have, and a less than 1% for Robin King, Orm, and Beast Boy. Robin King's great to have. Beast Boy is arguably the best legendary in the game. Orm can be really fun, but needs gears. And look at that. What you noticed was in the first 5 chests, 5 sets of chests I opened, I got 0 legendaries. 0. Absolutely nothing. And I was going to stop at 70, but then I went, you know what, let's do the full 100, and let's see. So then I got Deathstroke, so I've gotten Manta, I've gotten Deathstroke, and I've gotten Robin King. Nothing there. So yeah, 6.5% odds. You're looking at maybe anywhere between 5 to 8 legendaries in 100 chests. And finally, 2 Manta drops. So that means I had 5 legendaries in 100 chests, 5% drop rate, lower than the 6.5. But in the last 10 sets of legendary, in the last 5 sets, I got 5 legendaries, and that's a 10% drop rate. But my first 5 sets, I got 0. Nothing. A zilch. And the only reason that I did this was because I'm making content on the game, and I live in the United States, and I have access to Tapjoy offers, so 30,000 gems for me. is maybe like $15 on a Tapjoy offer. I can make that back, and I'm at the point in the game where I have Gemstone, and I have like 7 one-shot teams. I'm basically at the end of the game. You can gauge for yourself, but generally speaking, I would recommend against buying this chest, and I would just wait for Black Friday. Speaking of, apparently, before Black Friday, we're going to get an update, and in this update, we're going to get DC Universe Lex Luthor, and there's going to be new battle passes: Manta, Darkseid, Grodd, Killer Frost, Robin King, Collector of World Superman, Lex Luthor. There's going to be sales for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, Woman's Day, Superman Day, Easter, which seems to it seems to imply we're not going to get another update for some time. There's going to be apparently new artifacts for the Dawn of Apocalypse solo raid. So it seems that solo raid is going to be reworked and reimagined, apparently, which definitely sounds interesting. A Lex Luthor versus Superman chest. If it's a DC Universe Superman versus DC Universe Lex Luthor chest, that might be the best chest in the entire game. Considering how the last 3 characters in the game were Killer Frost, Classic Flash, and DC Universe Superman, all of which are incredibly strong characters, it wouldn't surprise me if Lex is one of the best in the game. No new solo raids, which is to be expected, to be honest. And a arena invasion for Lex Luthor. We're going to have Classic Superman and Multiverse Supergirl, of course, the Kryptonians. And no Lex invasions for other characters, apparently. Definitely interesting. These are possible updates, so take everything with a grain of salt. Apparently, there's also going to be another currency, but look, does there need to be another one? There's already too many, man. Already too many. And finally, the upcoming leaks. I'm not 100% sure about all this stuff either. I don't really fully explain it. But featured solo raid legendary character drops, apparently their star level is going to increase with heroics, which I hope that's true, because finishing Heroic 7 and then getting a 15% chance to get a 3-star legendary is kind of insulting, I'm not going to lie. 3 to 2 solo raids are going to be active at a time, but one can't play both at once, and there's going to be some reroll system. So apparently you can play 3 Pips of On Ice and then reroll to play other solo raids, but I'm not fully sure how that's going to work. Of course, it's Injustice 2 Mobile, so there's going to be a premium subscription. Why wouldn't there be a subscription? And without a subscription, we can maybe re-roll with, like, for free. But again, I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. And then the update is supposedly dropping just before Black Friday. Considering how things are going to go, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to basically make you open your wallet with DC Universe Lex Luthor and then throw like the best Black Friday sale of all time at you. And the part 2 to this is solo raid reworks to incremental chest. I'm not sure what that means. Some kind of chest apparently is going to be reworked. If anyone knows in the comments, please do let me know, because I'm a little confused on this too, and I know some people have asked me about this, but I can't really give you a full description, because I'm not even 100% sure. And, again, the premium subscription to reroll solo raids. Apparently we might get 1 to 3 rerolls for free. I'm assuming the subscription is going to let us reroll until we get what we want. And there's going to be a solo raid practice mode, which I'm pretty sure that's going to be good. I really do think it's nice to not have to basically take a wild guess on whether something is or isn't going to work and then just have to live with it. But yeah, I mean, these updates seem promising if they actually care about the game and implement all this stuff well. I think the game could really be brought back to its feet. But as long as there are so many subscriptions and pay-to-win mechanics and gotchas, like the gotcha system, and there's just so much gambling going on, I don't know if this game will ever be as popular as some of the Marvel games, for example. That's the first thing that came to my mind. But I mean, at least it seems like they haven't given up on this game completely, so that's promising. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited? Are you confused? Are you a little bit worried? I'm not. I gotta admit, I'm not super fond of the whole subscription system. I really don't like subscriptions. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you in another one.